To the video of Oscar Sudi probably attacking the Mount Kenya people. Let me tell you this. I've always insinuated here that the Mount Kenya people must be respected, and at least our tribes, other tribes, will learn from them. And then you guys thought that we are joking. No, right now as we speak, you can see what you call in Tungati. These are a group that has just come up from Rigathi Gachagua in Mount Kenya, preparing themselves, having meetings at Waminyoro, Rigathi Gachagua's home, preparing themselves for 2027. How they are going to command, whether they are going to support Ruto or not, they will support as a team. Whether they are going outside the government or inside the government, they are going as a team, because they have realized the power of the Kenyan politics is the number of MPs that you have, even senators. That's one. Which other region do we have in this country that is having such kind of meetings? Western, they are fighting. Coast, they are quiet. Masai Land is like they stopped politics. Kisii, it's like we don't know where we are heading to. There's no other region that is having the same conversations as Mount Kenya is doing right now. Mount Kenya has given us, actually, Mount Kenya voted for Ruto. People say that they are selfish for leadership. Yes, okay. Let's assume they are selfish. Is it selfishness when you support William Ruto and becomes the president? One of not even your own, who later on impeaches you? Oscar Sudi is speaking from a point that they came out of nowhere and they became they took power without involving the Kikuyus. Kikuyus voted for these people. Their votes could not match the Kikuyus' number. But he's now speaking as if it's the Luo Nyanza or maybe Western or maybe Coast that gave them the votes. It cannot be that case. They've won because of the generosity of the central people. That's a fact. As other regions are keeping on quiet, being quiet and fighting, leaders in central Kenya are aligning themselves, are positioning themselves to become presidents in this country. Let me give you an example here. Someone like Ndindi Nyoro is busy working to prove to the rest of the country that he can do it. See how he's doing his schools. See what he's doing at Kiharu. Look at the governor of Murang'a County, constantly coming to TVs to show what he's doing in Murang'a County. Will Simbarati wake up and come to TV to show what he has done? Because there's nothing. He cannot. Governor Mombasa cannot. No governor from Luo Nyanza can come and say this is what I've done that is tangible. No one. No one governor from Nyamira. Nyamira, it's better, fine, but they cannot come because they are not capable of showing us anything, because there's nothing they have done. But the central region, people are competing on development. People are competing on the track record. Like now, the competition in you see Ndindi Nyoro working with CDF while Irungu Kangata is working with the county allocation funds. So you wonder, who do you choose among the two? Who do you go for? Is it Irungu Kangata or you go for Ndindi Nyoro? Because they are both doing their best at their level. And we have to admit it. These people, they know how to make coalitions. Look at 2013. When Raila Amolo Odinga lost William Ruto, Uhuru Kenyatta bounced on it. And that's how he became the president. In 2017, Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto had parted ways just after the first election. But the moment it was nullified, Uhuru Kenyatta again went for a handshake with William Ruto. They won the seat. Smartness. Now, leave alone the strategy. Let's go now down to other things. As we speak today, we know very well that during the elections, Mount Kenya people come out to vote. In fact, 2022, they did not vote as such. But when they have a presidential candidate, these people come out to vote. Even those in hospital, sometimes they are taken to vote. And then they are returned back to the hospital. Which region does that? Why do they do so? Because they know the need, the importance of voting. They don't steal votes. They vote for their people. When we saw in 2022, Raila Amolo Odinga stood for the presidency, we saw what happened in Luo Nyanza. Voter registration, down. Voter turnout, chini. Then you expect to make someone a president. If those people could have turned out very well and lead as an example, Raila could be the president right now. Because 250,000 could have been gotten just from Nyanza itself. Imagine. As other regions keep on fighting themselves, these people are keeping on telling themselves that in 2022, asubuhi na mapema. The central people even know how to elect leaders. Let me tell you why. In 2013, we had so many governors that were elected. Talk of Kabogo and many other governors. But as we speak today, there's no governor that went for 2 terms. No governor, except Mwangi wa Iria. Mwangi wa Iria went for 2 terms because he worked in Murang'a. He did very well. He did his job well. He tried his best, particularly in agriculture. All those others that did not do well, they were taken home. All those that had kiburi, they were taken home. All those that were taking wananchi for granted, they were taken home. So the spirit right now people have against William Ruto ya kiburi na nini, it is not based on tribe. That's their nature. And I'm telling you, before 2027, William Ruto must reconcile with Mount Kenya or he will go home. He will go home. Because those people turn out in large numbers. Raila will not give William Ruto the votes that he got from Mount Kenya. That one I guarantee you. Even if the opposition, okay, Ruto's opponents are strong, and then Mount Kenya votes in favor of one and abandons William Ruto, there's no way William Ruto will win the election in 2027 unless votes are stolen. Unless rigging occurs. Yeah, rigging, not leaguing. Unless they rig. So therefore, it is very clear that Mount Kenya people are simply civilized. They are simply working because they know that is how that region gets development projects. That's how they negotiate development projects. Well, other country now then the rest of the country, we are hating them for producing 3 presidents. Do you know that as we continue hating them, they are going to produce the 4th and 5th president probably very soon? As we continue hating them, as they organize themselves, sisi wengine tunashinda kuwatupa matope. Now Hon Sudi is saying that they should not think that they are the only people who should remain in leadership. It cannot work that way. Hon Sudi is speaking as if they just won the election without Kikuyus. Kikuyus voted for these people. The central people, Kikuyus and Ameru and Embera and the Tarakas, they voted for these people. Now you are seeing them as enemies. You look for them. If they are enemies, then why do you give them 7 or more cabinet secretaries? See what basi. Why are these guys shaken? I'm telling you, they have underrated Rigathi Gachagua. But if this guy is supported by some few billionaires from Mount Kenya, Ruto is going home. I don't know what's your take.